Hello, I'm an idiot, and I'm on Earth. Let's go learn.
I'm at the technological circus, enter the Metaverse.
Don't worry about being too serious, like formal. I see you put the stick down as soon as we said we might be filming.
No, it's more like I was thinking, am I going to be able to multitask?
Right, we'll kick off. Welcome to Enter the Metaverse 2022, Day 2. We're joined by Sarah from Niantic. Welcome, Sarah.
Thank you.
What brings you here today?
So I've been doing a talk on geospatial location and AR.
Whoa, okay, go on.
Well, essentially the Niantic sort of philosophy about the metaverse and our kind of the technology we use is all about augmented reality, but using that in sort of geolocation. So using that in the real world, going out and exploring your local vicinity, your neighbourhood, and having a kind of enhanced reality using augmented reality.
Okay.
So one of the big experiences we've had is Pokémon GO, which is all about that.
Everyone knows Pokémon GO at this point. Pretty big.
Well known.
Okay.
And so kind of Niantic's view of the metaverse is within that same kind of vein about exploration, exercise and social interaction.
So getting out and about whilst having this digital kind of overlay experience is amazing.
So like enhancing your reality rather than kind of cutting you off from reality.
Right, okay. So you're focused on AR, not so much on VR. Is it something that you might look into? Or you're not really interested too much right now? You've got your focus.
Yeah, we're
doing pretty
AR
well.
AR is the definite focus.
So what is AR? And maybe we can use the Zen Garden as a way of explaining AR.
Excellent, I shall do so.
Amazing.
So, for example, this is your little, you look through your camera, for example, at the moment until we've got glasses.
On a phone?
On your phone. So
right.
You'd go in, you'd map your environment and you'd see, oh, I'm in this lovely park.
Yeah.
I can see the bushes, I can see the trees. And then perhaps you've got a special architectural app that will mean that you can place and design and put furniture where you want. So suddenly in augmented reality, you can add different pieces of architecture. So when you're looking through your phone now, not only have you just got the bushes and the trees, but you've got some really interesting kind of sculptural design.
Amazing.
So you can be kind of curating your spaces. So, you could do it with your garden, for example, and you've got a water feature that shows in AR, or you can turn it into a rainforest or something like that. You can really change how the world looks through your phone.
So the metaverse as it is now, you've got AR, you've got VR, you've got these other techs. Where do you see it kind of heading, and what do you see Niantic's role being in the metaverse?
Absolutely. I think what I find really interesting about the metaverse, and especially Niantic's contribution, is we've got two different platforms whereby developers are able to create new experiences. So rather than it just being Niantic published experiences, developers, individuals and so on can make new AR experiences using this technology. So they get access to the various tools we've got to make really kind of accurate, realistic use cases. And so that means it doesn't have to just be like kind of the big IP brand examples, but it could be something really niche, really unusual. It could just be an individual who decides they want to create an app so they can make exactly this. They can make their garden a Japanese inn garden.
Nice.
It can be much more novel use cases than maybe you would need for the kind of the wider audience. So instead of having to think about mass appeal, by kind of democratizing this technology, putting it in the hands of more people and making it more accessible, there's the opportunity to have all sorts of use cases, from travel to healthcare to education to culture. And I think that's really exciting.
Oh, definitely is really exciting. So, Niantic, what interesting things are you working on? What's coming next? Is there anything you can tell us about?
Yeah, sure. I mean, in terms of our published experiences, we've got a few new games that are soft launching at the moment. We've got a basketball game with the EMEA, and we've got a Marvel game as well. So those will be really kind of, hopefully, big blockbuster, exciting games, really kind of immersive experiences. But then then we've got much more kind of smaller curated experiences. So we did something with the Tower of London for the Queen's Jubilee last year, where they had an actual physical super bloom at the Tower of London.
Okay.
And then we worked with a developer to create the partner app to that. So you could go around the super bloom and scan the flowers and understand what they were and understand how the bees pollinate. And then you could even create super blooms in your own garden or your own park. And so you could kind of bring that a little bit home with you and create these kind of beautiful floral displays. Is we've been doing something really interesting with an airline where, as part of your travel experience, you maybe go to the airport, you scan the airport, and there's these little notes left for you with sort of memos or travel messages
from other people.
From people who've been at the airport, leaving you a message or a travel tip.
Is that out now?
It's launching very soon.
Launched very now. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. And I love the idea of persistence,
Yes.
which is where new users can go to the same
Absolutely.
space and they can see the messages, they can see the experiences that other people have left for them. And so, it suddenly unlocks this really exciting new overlay that it's not just an airport, but it's actually this kind of hub of notes and messages and tips. And I think that some of our other experiences also have this element of persistence. There's one I love where you can do a walk around a city and certain statues, for example, there's music associated with it. So you go and scan like a Buddha statue, for example, and it's got like really cool dance music and it lights up in your phone and it really makes you excited to be walking around and seeing how people have visualised these statues and how they wanted to bring them to life.
It helps them to learn. We're out into the metaverse then. How have you found it today so far?
Really interesting, It's really just interesting to meet different people in the field to understand what people are doing. Kind of the vision for the metaverse. It's such a buzzword and everyone's trying to work out what does that mean to everyone, how are they going to fit in the metaverse. So it's quite interesting to see the different players and what their visions are and how it all sort of fits together.
What do you think about user-generated content and its role, but then also community-generated content as well? Because you talk about Web3 and a lot of people think about community as being the leading aspect of it. So what role do you think that plays in Niantic?
We've always been very much about sort of democratising and the accessibility of technology, and that's one of the things. I think the platform's really great because it lets more people create experiences and experience different use cases that maybe you couldn't imagine yourself. So I think the element to have the kind of user journeys in different fields and different verticals, plus, as I said, this persistence where individuals can leave messages, can leave pictures for each other and so on. It's really interesting.
What's Niantic's role in wearables?
We are partnering, it's recently been announced with Qualcomm, so we're going to be working with them to be creating wearables so you can have these AR experiences through your glasses. Which is going to be
so you're talking glasses, AR, that mix, and bringing... Will we see Pokémon GO on wearables?
I'm pretty sure you will.
Awesome. Oh, that'll be so fun. Well, thank you so much for joining us,
Thank
Sarah,
you.
and I hope you enjoy the rest of the event
Thank
and
you
your
so
panel.
much.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Cheers. Oh, thank you for the same card.